If you guys want to stick to the end of this video, we are going to reveal a gender, so either stay tuned or just fast forward if you don't care. Yeah, so we're having a baby.
What?
We're just kids ourselves, so we don't really know what we're doing.
I mean, we're 24. So I peed on my first stick that was positive on October 29th.
Yep, so we've known.
He was gone.
I was gone. I was in Alabama. Some of you that know me might know I was in Alabama for work. And she called me.
Shortly after we had our first OB appointment, and that was scary.
Yeah, so go ahead. So we went through a roller coaster of emotions. Go ahead and tell them what happened.
So we had our first OB appointment. That was just supposed to be like a consultation, like meet your OB, ask some questions, and then we'll schedule a real OB appointment in a few weeks. But ours didn't go that way because she was like, oh, well, like based on your last period, you should be, you know, somewhere around like 8 to 10 weeks. So she's like, do you want to look at baby? And we're like, absolutely. Who would say no?
Yeah.
So she pulled out the little like portable ultrasound that's not like super high quality, but you can still see. And she couldn't see anything, so we were like, that's weird. And she's like, okay, you guys aren't leaving without seeing something because I would stress out too. So we went to the ultrasound room. They did an internal ultrasound, and they found like the gestational sac, but there was no baby or fetal pole at the time. So at that point, they had told us that we were not pregnant, and it was just a chemical pregnancy.
We were fully convinced that we weren't having a kid again. Like, we were like, well, that changed. And it sucked. Like, don't get me wrong. Just because it was by surprise didn't mean we didn't want the kid. Like, we were very ready for a kid in our lives right now, so.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking to say the very least.
Yeah, after we were told that, we told everybody. Like, we told all our family that didn't even know we were pregnant, but we wanted them to know that what we just went through, just so they could be there to support, because it was rough, it sucked. But we pretty much just like kind of told everybody who did know about the pregnancy, because we didn't tell like immediate family or anything, because that was gonna be a surprise. But we ended up telling them anyways because we thought we weren't having a kid anymore. So we were just pretty much telling them, hey, we're pregnant, but we're not having a kid. If we're off, this is why.
My doctor called me the next day with a plan, and she's like, so this is what we're gonna do. She wanted to consult another doctor, just get another opinion and see what the plan should be. So we started serialing my HCGs, which just means like we were doing them regularly. So I was going once a week for my HCGs for 3 weeks in a row, 2 weeks in a row. And the HCG levels kept on growing, like they kept on getting higher and higher. So I was like, based on my numbers, it was a healthy pregnancy.
Yeah.
And my body had no intentions of like miscarrying fully yet. So she scheduled me for another ultrasound, and she said based on the results of this viability ultrasound will depend on if you're gonna have a baby or if you're gonna get a DNC.
Yeah.
And we went into that ultrasound with so many nerves.
We were fully expecting to not see a kid again because we didn't want to be heartbroken, so.
Right. To our surprise, there was a little baby in there.
Yeah, and we'll go get the ultrasound. Oh yeah. So
this was our first ultrasound that we saw a little bean, so that's little bean.
That was the very first ultrasound. And we're gonna save that forever. Because that was amazing. But yeah, so that was the very first ultrasound, and then we got one more since then. That'll be the thumbnail of this video, obviously, so it's a little bit more humanized in that picture, but
I mean, you can't really see it in the picture printed, honestly.
But however, after all that emotional roller coaster, we are finally having a baby boy.
We don't know that.
We don't know what we're having yet, but we are gonna find out. 2 little fingers and 10 little toes, 2 little eyes and 1 little nose. Boy or girl, only Gigi knows.
Cute. Why am I actually crying?
I don't know, you said you wouldn't.
Good job, babe.
The result said fetus is a female.
We're having a little baby girl. Oh, girl names are so much harder. We didn't agree on any girl names at all. July 8th, 2022, we are having a baby girl.
Yeah, she probably doesn't have a name. She'll never have a name. But
Her name right now is Baby Kyla. That's her name right now.
No, it's not.
So I gotta start practicing braiding because I'm not the best. So I'm gonna end this video right here, guys, and I'm gonna start braiding my wife's hair.